Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Shall we begin the session? Yes, in the last class we have started with the part number 4, data collection instruments. So again I'm recalling what are the data collection instruments, how it is used and why it is used with the text messages, what are the various benefits of the text messages. So shall we begin? Alright. So in the last class we have started with the part, okay, wait for others. Alright. So we have discussed about the data collection instrument, what are the various data collection instrument, that is part number 4. And we have also talked about what are the various project coordinator evaluator that have an array of data collection instruments available that is available to them. And although selecting the most appropriate instrument that also require the thought and careful consideration, we can say careful thinking. And the selection process is also shaped by a number of decisions that have already been made. So whatever the decision, whatever the criteria that has been made, and the type of evaluation, whatever the type we are taking for the evaluation, that also requires a need assessment that would determine to some extent the most appropriate data collection instrument. Likewise, we are also conducting the evaluation that is being conducted using the CASA changes, using the SSSEE changes. What are the various audience involved? That includes children versus adult, casual visitors versus organized groups. And the amount of resources available that include the time, money, that will also help to determine what or the which data collection instrument should be used. And each data collection strategy comes with some strength and the weaknesses. What are the various strengths and the weaknesses that is used with the data collection instruments? Then next is matching the data collection instrument, how we can match with the data collection instrument, what are the various data collection instrument that is being assessed. So it is often the case that an evaluation would want to address the degree to which the participants increase their level of understanding. Whatever the level of understanding they have, they increase their level of understanding with the particular set of the skills, or further consider their attitude on a topic. Some data collection instrument that we have discussed with this is already. Then next is what are the various instrument, that is a data collection instrument that is being assessed, that is being included over here. So there's the evaluation that must be addressed the degree to which the participants increase their level of understanding. What is the level of understanding? How they develop or a particular set of skills, or what are the various languages that is used over here. So the data collection instruments are particularly adept at assessing knowledge gain. So what are the knowledge that is available over here, and others are appropriate to document. So some document tools are available for this one, and some other document tool that is used over here for the data collection instrument that is available for the data collection instrument. So whatever the set that we are using. So the following chart provides some ideas of the appropriate of using specific kinds of data collection instrument that is used to assess the knowledge. That may include the interviews with the knowledge, with the attitude, with the behavior, then focus group with the knowledge, attitude, then questionnaire, surveys, observation, literature review, test, concept map. So these are the various criteria by which we can, or these are the, we can say, data collection instrument that is available over here. And this bracket X indicates that this technique may be, but this is not always appropriate to evaluate the content indicated type of the learning. And for comparison from past to initial condition, we are using this one. So these are the various techniques that is used over here. Then validity and the reliability of the evaluation instrument. What are the various validity and the reliability we can include? So in simple terms, how we can evaluate, how we can judge for the, or how we can judge the data collection instrument, that make sure the instruments or tools that you can plan that has been validated. And anytime you develop the instrument to collect the data, whether it is a need assessment strategy, whether it is a process or any outcome evaluation, you should take the steps to ensure the instrument that are valid and reliable. So two factors that must be taken into consideration when validating your evaluation instruments are validity and the reliability, and that instrument is the extent to which it measures What is the purpose to measure? What is the validity of your evaluation instrument? By asking a panel of experts, that is, what is your expert panel that is used, that is adequately sample the content you wish to convey? What is the reliability? How it is molded out? How we can use the extent of which or to which it yields the consistent responses each time it is administered. And one of the easiest ways to measure the validity and reliability of your evaluation instruments is through the field or the pilot testing. So we are taking out the field or the pilot testing. That means trying out your instrument under condition that is similar to those that you expect to for the evaluation. So whatever the expectations from the evaluation, for example, I expect that there is a strategy that we are using for the evaluation technique that is carrying out for the data that uses the evaluation methods that is going on with the evaluation instruments. In these cases, there are simple questions that is available so that ensure the validity and the reliability of your instrument that is used to answer the evaluation questions. There are multiple interviewer collecting the information in the same way. That means multiple questions are validating for the interview. How consistent is the information obtained with the questionnaire? How accurate is the information obtained with the observation rubric? Rubric in the sense whatever the information that means creating a flow chart, creating a chart that represents a whole kind of information that is accurate. So one of the easiest ways to measure the validity and reliability is through the field or the pilot testing, and that is used to trying out the instrument under the condition that is similar to those that you expect to have for the evaluation, therefore conducting the interview, field test on a representative samples that you are likely to participate in the actual project. And field test answer such questions as whatever the questionnaire that is providing the relevant information or not. How consistent is the information obtained with the questionnaire? What is the reliability of the data? How accurate is the information obtained from the observation rubric? While these are probably the simple ways to identify, validate the instruments, there are n number of the other also ways that are used to instrument establish the reliability and the validity. However, these requires the use of statistical methods. So in case of validity and the reliability, that also requires the information methods or technique that you can use to establish the reliability and the validity. However, these also requires use of the statistical method. In many cases, it is best to work with someone with expertise. That means someone is available that is expertise in the analysis, that is expertise in the mean median mode, whatever the statistical method analysis that is used for the education project, while determining validity and the reliability of your instruments. This is one of the easiest ways to measure the validity and reliability of your evaluation methods or instrument, that is through the field or the pilot testing. That also ensure or trying out your instruments under the condition that is similar to those that you can expect to have for the evaluation. Therefore, also conducting the field test on a representative sample of those or people who are likely to participate in the actual project. And field test answer such questions as, is the questionnaire provides the relevant information needed to answer any or my evaluation questions? Are multiple interviews or interviewer collecting the information? Why it is rubrics? Why we are using the instrument that is more specific, reliable, that requires the use of the statistical method. In many cases, it is best to work with someone with expertise in statistical analysis for education project when determining the validity and the reliability. So we are validating the reliability content, validity, reliability, whatever that is taken out. And obviously the care must be taken out to ensure that your data gathering instruments are both valid and reliable. So whatever the data gathering instruments, whatever the data gathering requirements that are valid and reliable, and the approach that you can choose will depends on the expertise of the evaluation team, data collection methods, longevity of the project, and practically in terms of the time, resources expended, whatever the resources that is available over here, that is used with the expansion of the resource, that is used with the expansion of the material. So these are the validity and the reliability, how it is validated or how it is reliable with this one. How it is reliable, what are the various content by which we can evaluate, we can ensure that it is very reliable to use the evaluation instrument, whatever the instrument that is using over here. And this is a table, this is a figure that shows what are the various data collection instrument that is being assessed. All right, so we have done with the data collection instrument that includes the interviews, focus group, questionnaire and the survey, observation, literature review, test, concept map, document or the product review, case study, then validity and the reliability of the evaluation instruments. What is the validity? What is the reliability? Then mixed method that refers to the practice of using some combination of both quantitative and the qualitative data gathering. And quantitative means quantity is very much generalized, that is whatever the actual finding that is used, that is before the actual respondent to the relevant population. And qualitative in the sense, what is the qualitative or what is the quality data, whether the qualitative data is available with this one or not. So that includes how to record the explanations, perceptions and the description of the experiences, that is often in the participants' own words, that is their own words are used with the participants. And quantitative method allows you to count the events or the number of participants, determine the course participants, perform the statistical analysis and complete other calculations also, that is used with the quantitative methods. And these methods also allows to generalize the findings before the actual respondent to the relevant population. What is the actual respondent to the relevant population? Why it is used? What is the usage of the relevant population? And qualitative method also allows to create the narrative that also provides in-depth view and a more generalized or complete understanding of the context of the evaluation. That includes a small number of individual participate in this one, and consequently the resources or the result of this small number of participants cannot be generalized to the population. That cannot be used with the population, that cannot be used with the participant, that cannot be generalized to the population. So whatever the instrument that we are using that have some strength and the weaknesses, and using the quantitative methods or the qualitative method that we are using, either we can use in a combination, either we can use in the isolation. So either we can use both the quantitative and the qualitative combined, or either we can use the isolation, that is a single, either the quantitative or either the qualitative. That can be learned from the evaluation, what can be reported and what can be recommended with any confidence as a result of the evaluation. And when it is used in the combination, that means both the quantitative and the qualitative method is used, the individual strength of the quantitative and the qualitative method can be maximized and the weaknesses are minimized. So strength are maximized and the weaknesses are minimized. And more importantly, that the synergy or synergy can be generated when using the mixed methods, when using the data collection triangular method that is used with the greater validity and enhance the understandability. What is understandability? Why it is developed? What is the advantage of using understandability with this? And what are the various characteristics that makes a particular type of service that is more desired? Next is a types of data collection instrument, that is what are the various types that is used with the data collection instrument. That includes interviews, GDs, case studies. So let's see what are the various advantages, what is the main purpose of the various data collection instrument, why we are using the data collection instrument, what are the various challenges, that means what are the various difficulties that is faced